Find an equation of the tangent line to the curve. Wow, this curve is not nice. 6 over 2 plus e raised to negative x at this point 0, 2. So tangent line means y equals mx plus b. To determine b, we need a point which is given. So we need to determine slope m. Slope of tangent line means find the derivative y prime and evaluate y prime at 0, 2. Pretty much x means plug in x equals 0. Okay, so let's find the derivative. So y prime is, so how do we find derivative here? 6 over something. You cannot cancel 2 and 3, by the way. It seems like it, but that's not the case. One of many ways to do is just use the quotient rule. We have a fraction. How about using just a quotient rule? When we have u over v and we want to find its derivative, u prime v minus v prime u over v squared. I mean, this works. I mean, let me use that. So 2 plus e raised to negative x is squared on the bottom, v squared. On the top, derivative of 6 is 0 times bottom, okay, minus v prime, derivative of bottom. So derivative of 2 is 0 plus derivative of e raised to negative x. So what is that? E raised to negative x. It's like e raised to u. Because of this negative, we must use the chain rule. So eu itself times derivative of negative x, which is negative 1. Okay, derivative of x is 1, but there is negative, so negative 1. So this is in fact negative 1, means negative in the front, e raised to negative x. Just negative e raised to negative x. So while we were finding derivative of bottom, 0 plus, we got e raised to negative x, derivative is minus e to the negative x. So this plus, let me put, that becomes minus e to the negative x. Okay, so this is derivative of bottom times this u, that's 6. Okay, so we use the quotient rule. At the same time, we had to use the chain rule to find the derivative of e to the negative x. Let me simplify this, which is now on the bottom. We got 2 plus e to the negative x quantity squared. 0 times this function is just 0, so no contribution. Here is 0 minus this 0 is also, we don't have to use anything. So minus e to the negative x times 6, and there is a minus. This minus and this minus becomes plus. We don't have to write. So e to the negative x times 6. So I'm going to write 6 first, e to the negative x. Okay, do not cancel anything. Good. We are done with the derivative. So this is the derivative of this function. Now to find the slope, we need to evaluate at 0, 2. So we plug in x equals 0. Then slope m is just, that's at 0 pretty much. Let's plug in here 6 e raised to negative 0. E raised to negative 0, e raised to 0, same thing, that's 1. So 6 times 1 all over 2 plus e raised to negative 0, that's 1. 2 plus 1 is squared. 6 times 1, 6 over 2 plus 1, 3 squared, that's 9. Oh, 3 divides twice, 3 divides 3 times, so 2/3. So we have the slope now, 2/3, and we have the point 0, 2. Now we apply, we just use y equals mx plus b to finish this. Thus y equals mx plus b, that is y equals m, slope is 2/3 x plus b. To determine b, we use the point is 0 2. Okay, using 0 2 x y, so y is 2 equals 2/3 times x is 0 plus b, this is 0, so 2 equals b, or b equals 2. That means, so that is, the final answer is y equals mx plus b, b is 2. So final answer.